Hegel did not invent the idea that mind and world are entangled, that consciousness is not a mirror held up to reality, but a force that shapes it. He inherited that idea from a room full of people arguing in Jena, Weimar, and Berlin. Poets, grammarians, philosophers, all circling the same intuition from different angles. To understand why Hegel could write that spirit externalizes itself in history, in art, in institutions, in language, and then comes to recognize itself there, you have to first understand a generation that was already living that thesis before it had a name for it. Romanticism can be recovered as one reading of the Kantian critique, specifically, a reading that turns the critique of knowledge into a stance about the legibility of one's own categories. And that legibility is only established by contrast. You know your categories, your logic of production, your historical position, by setting it against another historical reading, another people's development, another civilization's grammar, or myth, or law. So the core move isn't yet history overcoming itself. It's simpler than that, more basic. Identity through opposition. A tradition doesn't know what it is in isolation. It knows what it is by seeing itself reflected against and distinguished from something foreign. That's what this next piece is about. Not Hegel, not yet. A man named Wilhelm von Humboldt, standing at the edge of the Prussian cultural explosion, watching Goethe and Schiller forge a national language out of literature, watching philology become a science, watching every foreign grammar he encountered turn into a crack in his own ceiling of understanding. Humboldt never called it spirit. He called it language, or Bildung, or the energia of a people expressing itself. But the shape of the thought is the same. That meaning is not static. That a civilization's categories are both its achievement and its prison. And that the only way out is through encounter with what is genuinely other. So watch this as an interlude, not a detour. Everything Humboldt notices about language, that it is alive, historical, self-transcending, is the same intuition Hegel will scale up into an entire logic of consciousness. When we return to Hegel proper, you'll recognize this rhythm again: identity, encounter with the other, and a fracture that becomes a new, wider self-understanding. That rhythm has a name. Hegel will call it dialectic. Right now, you're just watching it happen to a language.